In this video, we're going to talk about how to formulate linear and quadratic systems. So we have learned how to solve nonlinear systems that consist of a linear and quadratic equation. These systems can be solved algebraically or by graphing. So in this video, we're just going to be formulating the systems. So we're only going to do the first two steps of this problem solving process. We're going to work on understanding the problem and then making a plan, which involves writing the equations that we'll eventually need to solve the system. So we're going to start off by reading the problem carefully and defining our variables. Then we'll set up a quadratic and linear equation to represent the situation described in the problem. So let's try this example. At the grocery store, packages of strawberries are sold for $3 and packages of blueberries are sold for $5. After tracking their sales for a month, the store manager notices that they made a total of $1,300 from strawberry and blueberry sales. Also, the number of packages of strawberries sold is equal to the square of the number of the packages of blueberries sold. Write a system of equations to represent the number of packages of strawberries sold X and the number of packages of blueberries sold Y. So let's start off by defining our variables, which are given to us. So X is the number of packages of strawberries, and Y is the number of packages of blueberries. So we have some information given to us in this problem, right? We know that the total sales is $1,300. So if we get $3 from each package of strawberries and $5 from each package of blueberries, that equals our total of $1,300. And then we also have our second equation because it tells us that strawberries is equal to the square of the number of blueberries. So we have x equals y squared. So these are going to be the two equations in the system of equations that represents this problem. Now let's try this example. Carlos has two computer programs that sort data in lists. Together, the programs can sort 80,000 lists in a day. The first program sorts 3 times as many lists as the square of the number of lists the second program does in the day. Formulate a system of equations to represent this situation. So let's call x equals the number of lists that program 1 does. And let's say that y is the number of lists that program 2 does. So we know that together, so that's going to be x plus y, they sort 80,000 lists in a day. And also it says that the first program sorts 3 times as many lists as the square of the number of lists the second program does. So x is going to equal 3 times y squared. So these are going to be the two equations in our system. So you can use a nonlinear system to represent a real-life situation. Be sure to read the question carefully and identify important words and phrases that can be used to represent the situations described in the problem as equations.